Hello everyone, it's Hannah here, and we have received a couple of messages asking us a little bit about our membership. And so I thought I would walk through a few slides to show you kind of what's included, what you're going to get out of it, what the investment is as well. So introducing the Holistic Health Circle, which is mine and Sarah's absolute favourite place to hang out online. It's our membership which is exclusively for women. Everything that we do inside the membership is all online, so sessions can be joined live or they can be caught on replay. And this is really to help women with their physical, emotional, mental and spiritual health, so they can really up level in their life. And if one of those parts is missing in your life, for example, if your physical health isn't quite on point, it's really, really hard to reach for your goals, isn't it? So we want to make sure that all of the parts are well balanced, and we give you all of the tools that you need to be able to do that at a really, really affordable price. So it is inside the Holistic Health Circle. It looks a little bit like this when you log in, actually. So this is what it looks like when you go to your membership. You can see there's like a welcome and getting started guide, there's a schedule, there's different classes and workshops, there's menu plans, there's yoga. So I'm going to go through all of it with you now. So the one thing that you need to know that we truly believe from the bottom of our hearts is having a regular self-care practice that you prioritise is the foundation of your health. And there are 5 pillars to this practice. So Sarah and I over the years have used probably hundreds of self-care practices at this point. We don't only use these 5, but these are the 5 that I think are the quickest and easiest to get results from, and the ones that we use really, really regularly, every single week, in fact. So these are the 5 that we love sharing, and they can really transform you so you feel in control, you feel balanced, you feel happy, so you can really live up to your fullest potential. So in this quick presentation, I'm going to give you the exact 5 pillars that we use, and I'm going to walk you through exactly how to use them and how to apply them as well. So Sarah and I are kind of coining this phrase at the moment that we really love to turn your self-care practice into rituals and routines. So rituals are things like coming to moon ceremony, journaling, maybe having a beautiful cup of cacao, all the things that you're really, really slowing down and really enjoying. And then some healthy routines as well. So your healthy routines may be, getting some meal prep done for the week, and we make that really easy for you, or having your yoga classes in your diary so you actually remember to get along to them. So routines are quite a masculine energy and rituals are quite a feminine energy. So bring the two together and you have that perfect balance. So how are your routines and rituals looking at the moment? So the 5 pillars that really, really work for us and our members, they're here. So first of all, what's holding it all together really is that this is a supportive online community of women, really lifting you up, really listening when you have problems and cheering you on, but also really sharing what's working for them, just being really supportive of each other. So that's there in the middle. And then the 5 tools are, first of all, seasonal nutrition. And that's because so many of us are relying regularly on processed foods, on stimulants like tea, coffee, alcohol, all the things that make us feel good in the short term, but in the long term really, really don't help. So we actually lean into seasonal nutrition. So right now, as I'm recording this, it's spring is springing up. What should you be eating in spring? How will that support your body? How will that make you feel more aligned with nature and more at ease in yourself? The next one is lots of women that we work with need to balance their nervous system. They are on the go all the time, right? And this makes us feel really burnt out, really fatigued, and like we can't switch off sometimes at nighttime as well. So we use breath to balance that. It's the number one healing modality of the body, the quickest, the easiest, has the most effective results. And Sarah's a qualified breath coach, so she leads us through lots of breath work sessions every single month. I'll explain a little bit more about that later. So the third one is workshops, and we run a different workshop every month. We call them soul-centered workshops because they help your soul evolve, they help us grow. And this is really so we're not feeling stuck in our life, but we've got this growth mindset with a little bit of a spiritual spin on that. So this month, lots of women in our community were saying that they wanted more support around the perimenopause. So that is the session that we run this month that had amazing feedback. We got a special guest in to do that talk for us. And then the next month coming up, which is going to follow on really, really well from this 3-day immersion that we've just run, She Soars, is on boundaries. And we're going to be diving into that boundary work in an even deeper way, just to make sure that this is really concrete and that you know exactly what your boundaries are. And so you can start to stick to them yourself and then communicate them with others as well. Okay, the next thing is actually moving your body. So lots of us are we find two things normally. Either women are very sedentary and need to get moving more, and yoga is really accessible to do that. So Sarah, again, she's a qualified yoga teacher. She's actually a trauma-informed yoga teacher as well. She's got lots and lots of experience of teaching. And she teaches two different styles of classes, but in the main, one is really slow and help you sleep, and the other one is going to be a little bit more challenging. We call it feminine flow yoga, so it's specifically for women, to help women and their health. And yeah, the other problem that we see is that women are pushing themselves too hard when they're exercising, so really staying in that fight or flight, and so the yoga can just help them calm down a little bit. And then the fifth tool that we love to use is a return to ritual. So the ones that we use inside the membership are new moon ceremonies and full moon ceremonies. And what this really helps us to do is to bring calm and control to any overwhelming emotions, knowing that they're always going to pass, that it's just a phase that you're moving through. And maybe that phase that you're moving through is because of what's happening with the moon, what's happening with the wider world, what's happening astrologically. So we explain that to you every single month. And this is a really good time for us to get together in community and be seen and be heard and support one another. So we really believe that taking responsibility for your health is so important, but this is the kind of women that we want to call in, right? And taking responsibility, what does that actually mean? It means making small and sustainable changes for your health. So not trying to, if you're brand new to all this, not trying to do 5 tools straight away, but just choosing one out of that. And value doesn't come by making sure that you're using all the tools. Value comes by showing up to one thing and implementing it and making change in your life, right? We also believe in using preventative tools. So you're actually stopping things going wrong with your health by taking care of yourself. Like this beautiful engine, these bodies that we've been given, we need to take care of. And also taking responsibility is focusing on what is manageable for you. And that may change. That may change the week of your bleed, you know. You may be doing a lot less, for example, or a different season of your life. If you've got something going on with ill parents or children or something like that, what you can manage that week is going to be perhaps a lot less than what it is on another week. So focusing on what's manageable for you. And what taking responsibility doesn't mean for us is relying only on your doctor or medication for the answer. Yes, sometimes it can be helpful. Usually in our experience with our clients, it can be helpful in the short term in some situations, but that is not the only piece of the puzzle. Like we need to take responsibility as well. Are we getting enough sleep? Are we getting enough water? Are we eating healthily? Are we moving our bodies? Are we getting sunshine? All of these things need to be taken into account as well. Taking responsibility doesn't mean spending hours trying to stay healthy or be perfect. We really believe in taking imperfect action, and we're going to keep encouraging you to do that as well. And taking responsibility doesn't mean comparing yourself to what someone else is managing. You know, that comparison where it actually makes us feel really bad about ourselves because someone else is doing so much better or so much more than us. No, we do not like that attitude at all. And again, we're going to be positively encouraging you just to focus on you, take one step at a time. And these baby steps can add up to so much change with your health, with your mental health, with your physical health, with your spiritual health. We've seen it time and time again. So wanted to give you a little bit of feedback from, did I miss a screen there? Oh, right, yes. Wanted to show you each of the 5 tools and dive into them in a little bit more. So when we're talking about nutrition, you might be thinking, well, what exactly do you do? So every single month we give you a menu plan, which looks like this. It's all planned out for you. It's got a shopping list on there if you want to follow it like that. It's got, this is what you can eat for breakfast, lunch and dinner for the people that just do not want to think. Otherwise, you can pick and choose like, oh, this week, I don't want to be overwhelmed trying to do it all. I'm just going to choose like 1 or 2 recipes that I'm going to introduce to my family. We have a different theme every month. So we've got menopause support, we've got plant-based eating, as you can see here. We've got follicular and luteal phase, so that's the menstrual cycle, and so many more recipes in there as well. They're all delicious, they're all quick, they're all easy, and they're all really, really healthy as well. So they're really going to help you to upgrade the food in your life. And I just wanted to give you like a couple of little bits. We have lots of pictures in the group of I've cooked this and this is what's happening. But I love this one here. Do you see this sort of red kind of soup thing? It says, when you drive past a chippy and you actually come home to make this, And so she's feeling really strong and really powerful for a week ahead, right? Someone else said here, change my habit of toast, 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 toast. I'm loving my breakfast and my lunches and no bread, and I'm feeling so much lighter. So there's some examples of real life women and busy mums, busy working women as well, but they are managing to get these simple recipes into place, which is making a huge difference for their health. I also am a qualified naturopathic nutritionist. I run a question and answer session every single week inside the membership on a Friday. So I've put a couple of examples here of the questions are so varied, I couldn't possibly tell you the whole variety of questions here, but I wanted to give you just show you a little snippet of the variety. So someone's asked here, I'm suffering with water retention, what do I do? Someone else is asking about their daughter, which is completely allowed. We love supporting your families as well. And especially if you're showing up as a mum, of course, you're going to be interested in what can help my children or what can help my partner. So this was about an 8-year-old who has chronic bladder infection. So I answered that question. And this last one here was someone had introduced something that I'd suggested and said, hey, that's not working for me. What else can I do instead? So there is so much advice and support for you with any health related problems. And what I usually do is just give you go away and try this thing or this thing, come back and give me some feedback. And then if that doesn't work, we'll try the next thing. And again, women are getting amazing results from this. I'm also available for one-to-one sessions if people want to dive a little bit deeper, and you get discount on that. But a lot of the time, women are able to get their questions answered just from this question and answer session on a Friday. So again, that investment that you're making into membership, which is really, really affordable, can kind of be paid back to you tenfold. So this is saving you spending money at the pharmacy or saving you taking medications, which may also, we find with medications that it doesn't always get to the root cause. So it might clear something up for a little while. You might have to pay for that medication as well, but then it might come back. And I'm sure lots of you are watching this have had that before. So what we try and do is get to the root cause, so it stops it coming back again and again and again. So here's some feedback from Ask Hannah sessions. We get tons of feedback, but this one I thought was really good that you might appreciate. Since we spoke about heavy periods, so she was really scared to come off some medication that was controlling that. And I gave her some advice on what to build up in her body. And she's saying here, I can say that it works. No heavy clots, back to normal 3 to 4 day periods. I now know when they're expected. I'm super happy. So these are the kind of huge health strides you can have inside the Holistic Health Circle. Someone was just giving us a little update here on some eczema on their skin, gave them some recommendations and some things to take out their diet, some things to add in. And I think this was just after a week or two. She gave some feedback to say it's so much better, got a bit more work to do. But she said, sometimes taking things out of our diet, it feels hard, but once we get going, it's not so bad. And as my nana said, it's always mind over matter, which I absolutely loved. So the last thing that we do with nutrition, so I said there's lots in here, didn't I, is I do a seasonal nutrition workshop every month. So we've recently had one on, this is what we can be eating in the spring. These are the colours, these are the flavours, these are the specific foods, these are the ways that you want to look after yourself. Here's some organs that you might want to focus on. Here's some symptoms of those organs if they're struggling a little bit, and some detox techniques for them as well. So they are absolutely packed full of information and things that you can implement. And we see lovely photos of, I'm doing this for the spring and I'm looking after myself this way, and women have great results with that. Oh, so someone said here, while I'm listening to the session, so lots of people will come to this on catch up. While I'm listening to it, I'm roasting some peppers and some garlic, and I'm making this soup, and I'm going to go foraging when my girls get home from school. So I love that. So she's really putting into place some of the advice that's given in seasonal nutrition sessions, and really incorporating her family into that. So it's when you start to look after you and you feel better, it has this natural knock-on effect for your family, but also you can get them involved in the recipes, right? You can take them foraging with you, you can get them back to nature, which we love to see. So that was number 1 tool. Number 2 tool is breathing. So I said Sarah she's a highly qualified and experienced breath coach, and inside the membership she teaches 1 live breath work a month, 1 recorded breath work, so you can use that as many times, you can use that every single week if you want to, and then 1 guided meditation. So we really want to calm down the mind, drop into the body, and we can use the breath to do that. And breath work has so many benefits, from calming anxiety to helping sleep to helping digestion. And it's a tool that we can keep relying on in the moments that we really, really need it as well, once it becomes a regular habit for you. So if you are new to the membership, this is what we always recommend with starting with, is get going with the breath work, because it's so powerful. What kind of results do women get from the breath work? Here's a little bit of feedback here, but someone's saying I'm doing it most days. They've really got it into their daily routines, routines and rituals, but this is a routine, and I can really feel the tummy breath making a difference. Someone else has said here, I wasn't really doing the breath work at the beginning. This does happen, right? So you're going to pick the thing that you find easiest or you're most drawn to in the beginning, and then once that's into your routine, then you're going to add something else a bit further down the line. Someone else is saying here, wasn't really doing it at the beginning, but since doing it regularly, I have seen a remarkable difference so far. No more migraines, and it's made me so aware in natural breathing situations that I definitely do not breathe correctly. So it's bringing real awareness to what's happening every single day. She said here, I shared it with my partner, and he used it after a stressful situation at work as well. So again, that lovely ripple out effect. So when you invest in you, it doesn't just stop with you. So third tool that we teach is soul-centered workshops. So I mentioned earlier that we have had the perimenopause this month. We've got boundary work next month, and a couple of other sessions. You get the whole back catalogue of the past 2 years, and we've got absolutely loads of sessions in there. But to give you a taster, a feeling of kind of what's in there, we've had experts come in astrology, in Reiki, which was amazing. I've done sessions on detoxing safely, on crystals. We even had a session when we had an expert in on how to age gracefully, and she was sharing her tips. And she's actually in her 70s and looks crazily amazing in a beautiful, natural way. So we love learning from other women as well. So a little bit of feedback from here. This one was a great one. You might remember I was struggling with my weight, and it's been getting me upset because she had a wedding coming up, and she just said, I've followed Hannah's advice, and in 8 weeks I've lost 11 pounds. That was amazing. First of all, this happens a lot in the holistic health circle. We've had a lot of women balance their weight really easily through using these natural tools. But why I've put this here is, she said, I also come across my vision board that I'd forgotten about and realised I have achieved, or in the process of achieving, every single one. I am absolutely amazed. I've not attended all, but just some of the higher awareness classes, and it's really opened up my mind to things that are possible that before I saw as unachievable. So if you're here because you want to reach your fullest potential, there is feedback right here from someone saying they've done just that, and they didn't even realise they was doing it until they actually had a look at their vision board. So we've done vision boarding a couple of times inside the membership as well, so that's all available to catch up on if you like doing these kind of soul-centered workshops, this kind of more mindset work. Someone else has just said here that they got promoted at work, and they felt a big part of this was doing the inner work. And she just says that she wasn't able to come to live sessions, but she does everything later on replay in her own time. And it's different for different people. Some people love live sessions, which is why we have an option of coming to everything live, because it makes people turn up, right? When you know something's at a certain time, it makes you turn up. Other people, they can't manage that with kids or with work, so they catch things up on replay. So both are available for you. Okay, the next one. So there's so much value here in the membership, and we love sharing these tools with you. The next one is yoga, and we specifically call it feminine flow yoga. It is not a Bikram class. It is not trying to do the splits and get your leg behind the back of your head. This is realistic yoga for everyday people, making sure that we are moving our bodies, that we are moving the stuck energy, that we are combating this, right? Rolled shoulders from spending too much time on computers, that we're opening up through the chest, that we can live a heart-led life because we are open in this area as well. And overcoming challenges, so like bad back, sciatica, foot injuries, all those kind of things. Sarah gives very specific tips. So there's 2 yoga classes every single week live that you can come to. Occasionally they're on replay if Sarah's on holiday or something like that, then it might be recorded, but the most of the time there's 2 live classes a week. So I do give you a couple of quotes here from members. Someone said here, oh my God, I've just had the best night's sleep I've had in years. I was getting a bit frustrated as my body wouldn't do what I wanted it to do partway through the practice. So I just adapted and I'd just done what I could. And this is what we love about this imperfect action. Someone else said here they was really nervous, but as a novice, they was able to follow absolutely everything, perhaps not well yet, but looking forward to the next session. So yes, we're going to see progression. And the last one, so my shoulder had some release for the relief for the first time in months. And I know what pose helps. So these specific problems where we get stuck energy in the body, yoga can really help you overcome. Even if you think yoga is not for you, I really, really advise you to give it a go, and don't let your preconceptions get in the way. This can help your body so much. Okay, so next tool is our return to rituals. This is really our full moon ceremony and our new moon ceremony. We love running these. These are such an integral part of our membership, such an integral part of connecting us to the wider world, realizing what's actually going on, making sure that we're releasing what's not serving us every month, making sure that we're making time to call in what we do want. So we're going to be doing the goal setting on this particular challenge, right? And we want to be having a look every time the new moon comes along. So how are we doing towards those goals? Are we moving towards them? Are they still in alignment? Do we need to adjust them at all? So we love the moon ceremonies. They're about an hour. We get together online twice a month. And I really, really recommend that you come along to these. You don't have to have your camera on, you don't have to join in, but we do encourage you to. That's how you feel part of a community. That's how you feel supported when other women can get to know you. So someone was just saying here, I realised how influential the moon cycle is on my emotional and physical health, and how crucial a time it is to actually hold space and observe rather than pushing and going against the flow. So it's a lovely reminder to set intentions and attract what you wish. And then another one here is I've done the full moon release. It felt so good. It felt joyful. It felt heart opening. And it was really good to speak my truth to my loved ones. And I had a feeling of release and tension in my jaw and muscles. This happens when we're releasing emotionally. It helps us release from the physical as well. I am starting to listen to my body more and release a little bit more at a time, so it's not overwhelming to process it all. So remember that step-by-step, baby step thing. So this member is really taking that to heart. So all of this is possible for you. None of these women are unique. None of them are special. They are ordinary women like me and Sarah. But what they're doing is they are prioritizing their health. That's not to mean every minute of the day, but they are looking at pockets of time of when can I get 20 minutes in to listen to this nutrition talk, or, oh, let me post this question so I can get this answered of this, this athlete's foot that I can't get rid of, or these migraines that I can't get rid of. Let me ask Hannah what I can do to help myself a little bit more, right? Because anything that's going on in the body, it's just your body is going, hey, something's not quite right. Can you pay attention to me? Okay. And we can work out what that is, and we can work through it, and usually do that in a natural way as well. My screen's not moving. So let's talk about the investment, which we believe is so reasonable and such a good investment. And you will see this come back to you tenfold as long as you use it. So what we don't want is women to come inside the membership and never use anything. We want to call in the women that have the intention of, I want to do this, and I'm going to put some time in my diary to make sure that I get to these sessions. Doesn't matter if you can't do it live, doesn't matter if it needs to be in your own time, but you will see the changes if you put in the time, the commitment, the work. So we love to invite in annual members. Why do we love to do that? Because if you come in and try something for a month, you come in and you try breathwork once, you come in and try one moon ceremony, yes, you're going to enjoy it. Is there going to be any life-changing results from that? Highly unlikely. Okay, anything that you do holistically, you do need to do consistently to see the actual results from it. So when we welcome annual members, we know that you are taking yourself seriously. Like, give yourself a year. In fact, this is a great time to do it. We're just about to start a new astrological year. Commit to working with the moon for a year and seeing the results that you get from it. You will be astounded. So you can get access all of the 5 tools that I've just mentioned and all of the 2 years previous content for, at the moment, £390. That is going up at the end of this week. We often get asked, let me just go through the bonus actually. This is really exciting. This is a new bonus that we've got for you. So you get 2 bonuses for joining as an annual member. And the first one is you get a 30-day breath course, which has been put together by Sarah. It's called Balanced Body Breathing. And I took this course myself, and it was, I'm a qualified yoga teacher as well. I studied pranayama, so breath work, and I learned so much. Sarah's really good at getting scientific. So if you're a bit of a geek, a bit of a nerd, you like to know the science, she really breaks it down. But she also explains it in very simplistic terms. So she does a bit of the both. She marries the both beautifully, actually. And this is a 30-day breathing course where you learn something new each week, and then you practice it daily for a week. So can you imagine how much more energy you would feel, vitality you would feel, how much you could shift negative emotions if you were doing a little bit of a breathing practice every day. And she recommends times of days to do it, specific breathing exercises to do. And my mind was blown when I'd done this course. So this is valued at £111, and you get this completely free when you join us as an annual member. And then also you get 2 months free. So it's £39 a month. So you're saving £78 there as well by joining as an annual member. So total value of bonuses is £189 when you join us as an annual member. And I've just put on here that it can help things like your energy, your sleep, improving digestion, and really just making you be very calm and in control of your own emotions. So what I was going to say is we do get asked if you can pay monthly, and that is entirely possible as well. And the cost at the moment is £39 a month, which one of our members posted this week is less than the price of a takeaway. In fact, when we get a takeaway as my family, a takeaway is a lot more expensive than that. But yeah, it's really, really affordable for all of those tools, all of the yoga classes, the breathwork classes, the moon ceremonies, the nutrition stuff, the soul-centered workshops, all of that for £39 a month. And of course, if you do join monthly, you can cancel at any time. You're not tied into us. We don't want to encourage you to join if you have no intention of staying, though. That is not the kind of person that we're attracting, that we are calling into the membership, where you're just like, I'm just going to try it, and then after a month, if I haven't used anything, I'm just going to leave. You're not going to get anything from it. It's going to be a waste of time for you. You're just not going to get anything from it. So we want to call you in. Yes, of course, we want to make sure our membership suits us and that we can access it all okay. So you can cancel anytime, but we want you to come in with the intention. I would say at least 3 months, right? You want to be thinking, if I join, I want to give this a good go for 3 months and see what happens. If I'm consistent with a breathwork practice, or I'm consistent with a yoga practice, or I change something that I'm eating, or I go along to the moon ceremonies, what difference does it make to my life? So there are, let me just go through those 2 options again, sorry. So it's £390 to join for 12 months access, and you get freebies valued at £189, including the breath course and 2 months free. Or you can pay £39 a month, and that is rising on Sunday. And the reason the price is rising on Sunday is, first of all, the value of the membership is increasing. We've been running this for 2 years, so you've got a huge back catalogue of sessions, workshops, classes, master classes that you can go through. So the value is increasing that way. But also, Sarah and I are constantly up-leveling, upgrading, and going on training courses ourselves. I've just completed a whole year of shamanic training, advanced shamanic training. Sarah is just completing a trauma-informed yoga course at the moment. And so our skill is constantly up-leveling, which we're pouring into the membership and sharing with our members all the time as well. So that's why the price is increasing. There are some juicy bonuses for anyone. So it doesn't matter whether you join annual or whether you join monthly, everyone's going to get these bonuses as well. So let me just run through those with you. So a new workshop that we're going to be sharing with you, which is an introduction to ceremonial grade cacao. So if you have worked with Sarah and I at all, done any of our free challenges, you may have heard us talk about ceremonial grade cacao before. Just in short, it's an amazing chocolate drink, unprocessed chocolate of the highest vibration that can help you physically, that can help you spiritually as well. We love to use it in meditation, and it's helped us in many ways in our lives. It's helped us with our creativity, with our focus, and definitely with our cravings, which is why we specifically love using it with women. Really helpful around your time of the month as well. So we introduce you to that, talk about the benefits, talk about how you can use it so you can understand a little bit more about ceremonial grade cacao, and there's a beautiful ceremony within that workshop as well. Also, 10% off your supplements and your health products, because you'll probably start to love supplements that can help you in your health. 15% discount at any cacao ceremonies that you want to come to, and we do run retreats. We're just looking to secure a September date at the moment. We was hoping for June, but it's going to be pushed forward a little bit now to September, and you will get a 15% discount at our in-person retreats. And this is one that we run a few years ago, a couple of little pictures there. So that would be lovely to see you if you can come in person as well. So just wanted to share kind of a review of like, how could the membership help you overall, these individual tools, how does it all pull together? And I love this one where someone said, I want to mark the celebration of 6 months medication free. So a lot of women who come into the membership want to get off medication they may have been on long term by balancing their health more naturally. That isn't something that we can advise or recommend, but you can talk to your doctor about that, and you will find that if you're putting all these practices into place, you'll naturally feel so much better about yourself. So she says here, this undoubtedly comes from the membership to this group. Massive thanks to both myself and Sarah and everyone that's been part of that journey. So that was been amazing. She says, sometimes I'm so busy with life I forget how much things have changed. She said here that she was having about where was it now, 3 migraines a week before, and she's not having that anymore. So how amazing is that? These really transformational life changes, and there's lots of spiritual growth as well. So so much is happening. I'm not going to go through it all here, but so much exciting stuff is happening spiritually in the group as well. We've helped countless women now. A couple of lovely more recommendations and testimonials here that Sarah shared with us, who is a member. I've got a complete different mindset to exercise, supplements, foods, how I treat myself. And I've just started to explore some very deep-rooted issues. And she doesn't think she would have been able to do that if she hadn't done it. It was a course with me called the Exhausted to Energize method, or being part of the Holistic Health Circle. And Victoria said, I can't emphasize enough how much I love the Health Circle. This one always makes me smile. I must mention it at least once a day when talking to friends and colleagues. She said here that before she was basically only just surviving, but since taking time to invest in her health and working with the group, it's had a really huge impact. And she just says she really appreciates the opportunity to have to be part of the circle. So that is an amazing testimonial there as well. So your health, your happiness or lack of it is dependent on you making a decision to prioritize it. And our brain, our monkey brain, tells us all the time, like, yeah, I really will. Next month, after I've paid for this, or after that thing's finished, or after my child stops nursery and goes to primary school, for example. But there is no brilliant time. The time is now. In fact, I'm reading the book at the moment about the power of now. Now is the only time that we have. And we like to procrastinate, but what we're really doing is we're really stopping our own health progressing, stopping us really reaching our fullest potential by keep putting things on hold. So it really, really is important that you make this decision to prioritize your health, because no one else is going to do that for you. And we can't wait to support you in getting healthier in your mind, your body, your spirit, so you can start to fulfill your potential. Do you feel like you've got untapped potential? I felt like that for years too. And of course, there's still more potential to fulfill, but I feel like I'm on the path to doing that now. And you feel proud of yourself when you start that journey. So little overview for you of the schedule, just to show you like how much is really on this. And again, this is not to overwhelm, say you need to be at all sessions, but look at all this choice, look what you can choose from, and you can get so much value out of just coming to 1 or 2 sessions in a month and easily covering the cost of your membership. So we want to invite you to join the Holistic Health Circle with us today. Join before the weekend, before the price increases. And we would love to see you on Friday at a new moon ceremony, to see you at our boundaries workshop, to catch up on our perimenopause workshop. There is so much there for you to catch up on. So thank you for watching this, and let us know if you've got any questions.